Welcome to PJ Live with your hosts, Laurie and Andrea. PJ Live is a fun, fast-paced weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. Tune in for highlights from all of the articles, blogs, vlogs, and podcasts from the week. Then grab your favorite snack or beverage and peruse PromoJournal.com for the content that interests you. But first, here's Laurie and Andrea.
Welcome back to PromoJournal Live. It is Thursday.
And a sunny Thursday. We heard the birds chirping today. It was great.
I know, it's beautiful. Spring is coming. I saw on the news this morning all of the cherry blossom trees in DC are in bloom.
I love that.
So once those bloom, I get really excited.
It's early.
Yeah. And I think they have a short lifespan. It's like 10 days or something.
You have to get down there quick. You want to see them.
That's crazy. And today is also, it's Thursday, March 30th, and it is National Doctors Day.
Wow.
I know. So we have a lot of really special doctors in our lives. I'm sure they're all watching our program.
They are.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out to 4 of my favorites, and our list is very long. So, but I'm only going to give a quick shout out. Dr. Gina Boutwell, who has been our daughter's primary care physician since they were babies.
Aww.
Dr. Terry Buckmiller at Children's Hospital in Boston, Dr. Samuel Nurko at Boston Children's, and Dr. Peter Banks at Brigham.
Aww.
So they have all just really left a mark on our hearts. They have been wonderful. So happy Doctors
Happy
Day!
Doctors Day! Yay!
Woo, woo, woo. And what else? Oh, promo. I had promo this week.
Well,
I
you didn't get it. Your wonderful daughter did.
She did. So she goes to the bank to do our deposits for work, and she came back with this. It came flat, actually, I think like this, and it's a desk calendar that you can sit down, and each month has different pictures. And what I found most interesting about this, if you look at the bottom of it, it says to place an order, call Walker Clay.
Nice job.
Good job over there at Walker Clay. So Walker Clay, for those of you that don't know, is a distributor in the industry. And my guess is they printed these for their local bank and put a little bit of advertising on the bottom. So I thought that was a clever idea.
Clever. And it doesn't take up a lot of space. It's super cute.
Yeah, and it would be probably easy to mail too, because it's nice and flat. But they have a merch table out at the bank, I guess, and they have pens and calendars, and I think they had some bags and different things. So yeah,
there you go.
I liked it.
You always have the promo.
I do. And then I just had 2 quick love it or hate it, because Easter is coming up. It's right around the corner. So
Peeps.
Love it or hate it.
So now I hate it. But when I was little, I don't know if anyone else used to do this. I used to open them till they'd get a little bit hard, and then I would love them, and then I would eat them. But now, no, I don't. What about you?
No, I've never been a Peeps fan.
Yeah.
I want to. I love the idea of Peeps. They have all the bright colors now.
Hey, they're cute. I've been seeing people put them making their champagne toast with Peeps and making Rice Krispie treats.
I saw that.
So I think
maybe in a Rice Krispie treat, because I do love Rice Krispie treats. All right, and then this is my favorite. This is my love. Love it or hate it.
I do love those. I love those. It's the crunchy texture on the outside and the soft little chocolate.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
I love them.
Those. All right.
Keep those away.
Yep. Those are my weakness. And that was the BJ size bag.
Peanut butter eggs are mine, like the Reese's.
Yeah, I love those too.
Oh, keep them away.
Yep, those are good. All right,
okay,
so
let's get started.
This week we have
Monday Minute. We always seem to start off with that.
That's how we start our week.
And Kirby says, today's world, we are constantly being communicated at, which is so true. And you need to carve out enough space to be alone with your thoughts. Which then we start to think, where am I alone? Kirby was in the shower alone. Not during his show, but I mean,
So you have, I mean, that is a quiet spot. Most people don't bother you in the shower.
I have to say, when I'm driving my car, I know this sounds stupid, But I find myself, I don't even play music sometimes. I just sit in my car in peace and quiet. But when I do play music is when I get speeding tickets, because like a favorite song comes on, I'll be like, yeah, and I'll be like driving. Next thing I know, I'm going like 85. You're like, oops. So I think
You're better
my
being quiet in your thoughts in the car.
quiet with my thoughts.
Crank your music in the kitchen.
Yes. What about you? A quiet spot.
Quiet spot. I agree. The car is definitely a quiet spot. It's been interesting though, now that like we're technically empty nesters, the house is remarkably quiet a lot of the time. So
there's a spot you can go to.
It's new. Like I'm starting to get used to it. But
nice.
Yeah. So, but the car for sure.
Yeah.
And then when they were little, when the kids were little, it was the toilet.
Yeah. Really? I would be surprised. Because I would still think kids would come in.
Oh no.
No.
I would go and shut the door, and that was,
that was your
quiet spot.
spot.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
But wherever you can find a quiet moment, take it. So yes, that was the Monday Minute, and then we had picks of the week this week, and this was exciting because this got me excited for spring too. The theme this week is gardening.
Yes.
So,
and we both loved the same one.
Loved Mandy Rudd's pick, and it was from a company called Sprout World, and it's a plantable pencil.
So cute.
So it's all different. Like you can choose the seeds,
vegetables, flowers.
Right. So when you're done with the pencil,
it's engravable.
Yes, I like that too.
Yeah.
You plant it, and something's supposed to grow.
Well, like you and I said, we wouldn't even probably use the pencil.
No, I would be like the whole pencil, right down into the ground.
Yeah, that was super cute.
Sharpen it. You can get like that nice, like.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And then
And then Ryan, Katie had from Gemline for the Love of Gardening set, which everybody, I feel like almost every year, like your tools, you almost need to refresh your tools in the bag. And it was, the tools with the gardening bag. I had a nice, heavy, sturdy canvas tote, which was nice.
That is
nice.
That is a nice gift.
And it had room for a water bottle.
Yes.
A little side
to stay hydrated.
That's right.
Throw some sunscreen in there too, and you're all set. Because I always forget to put on my sunscreen when I'm a gardener. All right. What else do we have? Was there
the planner? Dennis Oglesby with the promo planter. Package,
and that had like everything you need to plant, and I think you could pick your
and it was
color,
eco-friendly as well.
Yep. So 3 great gardening picks there.
Yep.
And what was Dennis's was from Akron, I believe.
Yep.
Akron,
Yep. From
Akron. So we had Promo Am on Monday. Amelia sat down with Kate Alaves, who is the chairwoman of the Women's Leadership Conference that PPAI is hosting.
And you're going,
June.
right?
I am going.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very excited. I didn't go last year, so I will be back this year. And it is in Eagan, Minnesota. So the theme this year is Inspire, Ignite, Invest.
Nice.
And if you do their early bird registration before May 14th, if you are a PPAI member, it is $1,195. Non-members, it's $1,500. And after the 14th of May, the price jumps up a couple of $100.
That's a big savings.
So if you're planning on going, make sure you register in the next 2 weeks. 6 weeks.
God, 6 weeks. See, we're going. Because I just said that. I'm going from like March. April is like almost over in my head.
Yes.
I'm going from like March to May.
You confused
me.
I did. You've got 6 weeks.
It's my fault.
It's good. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. But register early. They appreciate that too. Then they can kind of figure out their counts. Not that I ever do that. I'm horrible. I'm always like, oh shoot, I got to register.
Yeah.
But I'm also cheap, so I will get in before
you will.
the deadline. All right. So that was on Promo AM.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for information about WLC, you can give that a listen. And this week's promo day is sponsored by our friends at How Manufacturing, and it's all sorts of really fun drinkware.
I love the tiki. I am all about tiki.
It's a light up tiki cup.
It's so cute.
That is
love
cute.
that. Yeah.
So you can check them out. There's a new product every day this week. And those products will definitely get you pumped for summer and
Yes.
poolside.
You do. You see that and you're like, it's a party.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if you're by yourself.
Maybe we need to get ourselves some light up tiki cups.
We do.
All right.
For sure.
And on Tuesday, we had Now Trending.
Mm-hmm. So the Now Trending said, I don't know, the styles seemed, they were heavy, like heavy purses, chunky jewelry. What was the other
Flare
one?
pants.
Flared pants. Like, to me, that's not spring, but maybe they're just
early spring.
I don't know.
Coming off winter. But so, yeah, I kind of agreed. It was, there seemed to be kind of a boho vibe too. Like everything just seemed big and heavy.
Yeah.
And then.
They said leather vests, or like there was something
with
about
fringe, I think.
Yeah.
But so I was doing a little bit of research on that because I was like, these really the trends?
Mm-hmm.
And style.com had denim on denim as a trend.
I can't pull it off.
I don't think I can either. I'm not sure a lot of people can. It'll be interesting to see. Maxi skirts, which I love a good maxi skirt, but I'm so short that they're always really long. I guess I could make it into a dress and just bring it right all the way up. Mesh, which we're not really sure what kind of mesh, but
like you said, maybe they mean like crochet or something, but
right.
I think of mesh, I think of like the 80s neon, like
they didn't say anything about neon. They just said mesh.
Yeah.
So, and then platform slip-ons,
which remind me of the 90s. Like I remember having several pairs of those. I love those shoes. I don't think I'd wear them now, but I mean, they're cute.
So I don't know. We'll see what, I mean, the Now Trending post, those were the most popular styles for spring, according to Instagram. So take it for what it's worth, people. All right. And then on Wednesday, what do we have Wednesday?
Delivering marketing joy. And Brian Davidson was on from Matchnode.
Yes, he is a Facebook ads expert, and they were talking about how to increase your lead generation. And Brian talked a lot about running conversion ads.
Being very direct.
Yes.
The soft advertising, the soft calls get no response. But tell them the coolest little piece of trivia. I was like, we both really thought this was interesting.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Yeah. So he said that the average scroller scrolls the length of the Statue of Liberty every day.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I'm not sure how tall the Statue of Liberty is, but it's
big.
Tall. So yeah,
it's big.
So that's a lot of scrolling.
That is a lot of scrolling. Wow.
Crazy. Yeah. And then they talked a little bit too about like humans versus bots and how engagement is so important because likes can be, purchased bot likes. And so it's a very interesting, if you use Facebook advertising or any digital advertising, it's a very interesting conversation. Yeah. So you can catch that on PromoJournal.com. And Taylor Borst had her this month. It was titled 40 Name Brands Merch People Should Consider Selling. So this was quite the list.
Yeah, it was. I mean, everything. I couldn't disagree with anything on it. I would want something from every single one of those places on her list.
She was talking about how I loved this little nugget. When other factors of life are unstable, a reliable name brand doesn't need to prove itself once trust has been established. Right. So I think that,
I like that too.
It is so true. There are some
those brands already come with comfort. Like you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. So she listed her top 40 favorite kind of retail brands that people should consider. So take a look at the list and see if there's any you would add to it. And what else did we have? That was all on Wednesday and Thursday.
Industry Insider.
That was a rebroadcast from yesterday's show, and they had Elliot Goldman from Liberty Bags. And Elliot is a talker, and it takes one to know one. He tells a story. I think
he's a storyteller. Remember though, last week we talked to the one gentleman who wasn't. No, in one of our shows, they said storytelling is important, and that's how you sell.
Yes.
So that's why he's successful.
Yes.
He's a good storyteller.
He is a good storyteller, and he had a fascinating. The insiders always give everyone a few minutes to introduce themselves and to share how they got started in promo. And so Elliot had shared that he worked at the White House for a while. He worked on Capitol Hill for a senator, and then he said he discovered he hates politics, but he loves history. So he decided that just wasn't for him, and he ended up selling Walmart on a category basis, and that's what kind of morphed him into the promotional world. So very interesting story about how he got started and what he's doing now with Liberty Bags. And so the whole broadcast was really about selling bags and just the whole kind of bag industry.
His story.
Yes. So you can check that out. And then our latest edition of Profiles with Steve Woodburn dropped. And the guest this month is John Norris from Starline. And John talks about how he had no intention of coming into promo. His father was in the industry. He turned down a 4-year scholarship. He had his eyes set on West Point and kind of the whole military engineering world. And then he just changed course. And so, you know, he did mention that right after all of that decision making, 9/11 happened. And I paused and said, my God, John is a baby.
Wow.
I mean, what were you doing?
I was living on my own in Newport Beach at the time. Yes, working. So yeah, I remember that day. So I was young.
Yep. So you can catch John's story on Profiles, and he talks about how he put his love for engineering to work. He does a lot with processes and software and streamlining things. He created an ERP system for Starline. So he's really been able to use that kind of industrial engineering background.
So he is still using it a little bit.
Yep. And so that's a good listen. And we have coming up, he talks a little bit too about what he thinks is going to be disrupting our industry next. So that's kind of the premise with Profiles is, you know, Steve sits down and talks to people who are disrupting the industry and what they see disrupting the industry, and disrupting not in a bad way, just kind of shaking things up and pushing the industry to be better. So what else do we have going on? Oh, Friday.
A Model's Closet, Miss Amelia. I can't wait to see it because she's gearing us all up right for summer.
She is.
Beach, pool, like it's a fun vibe. I can't wait to see what she has.
Yes, she has 3 of her picks, and I believe they are from our friends at Towel Specialties. So we'll see what she has to get us all excited for the beach and the pool and the nice warm weather.
I know.
And we also have coming up tomorrow our last new promo unplugged.
I can't believe it's the last one already. I mean, we have more coming, but our last new one.
Yes, we're going to do some rebroadcasting of some of our older ones, but we have 2 of our employees, 2 of our young marketing assistants who are
they're so cute. I love it.
Oh my God, they're so fun together. So Maddie Batasso and Hallie Moore sat down together and answered some questions. So you can see which one of them is afraid of elevators, and you can see who holds a grudge. So it's a fun one, you know, when you get the younger ones answering questions. So there's a Taylor Swift reference.
Yes, there is. I loved that reference.
That was a really funny reference.
Yeah.
And it was very appropriate.
I have to say I've used it a couple times, and I don't even listen to Taylor Swift.
Well, that's a nice segue into my exciting news.
Oh, okay.
I found out this morning that I get to go to Taylor
Swift.
No,
you don't.
I do. So my daughters had one extra ticket, and they were talking last night about they were going to have to find somebody for the last ticket, and I was like, oh. I was like, oh no. So they didn't say anything when I said that. And I was like,
well, they were like,
I wasn't going to put pressure on them to drag their mother along. So I just go. And then this morning I woke up to a phone call, and I guess it was brought to the committee, and the committee voted, and they said I could go.
Oh my God. Are you so
I'm
excited?
so excited. So the only stipulation, I was like,
Uh-oh.
oh, it's gonna be like I have to drive it.
You have to be the designated
I
driver.
don't know, but probably. But the only stipulation was it's the Eras tour. So they said that they were going to pick the era that I have to dress from, and I have to dress a certain way. So I was
I
like,
love it. But that's fun.
yes.
That's fun.
So yep, so that should be exciting. So
That is exciting.
very exciting. And then tomorrow, I keep thinking today's
See?
Friday.
I'm in the
off.
wrong month and day.
Saturday.
Yeah, I feel like today's Friday too.
Yeah. Coming up on Saturday is another episode of More Time Offline.
This is so
and I'll give a little
cute.
sneak peek. So, More Time Offline. And this week I'm going to be showing you how to do easy block lettering.
Do you think that you need to be a good handwriter even with this? Like your writing is like pretty perfect.
No, so this is my handwriting
right.
down
But
here.
I'm saying
But
like,
you don't, like, if you take this off, like, anybody can do this, especially if you use the grid paper.
yeah.
So you have to watch it.
Okay,
It's
I'm going to watch it because
super easy. You will impress yourself.
Ooh,
So I want you to
I'm gonna do it.
yes, and then you need to
I'll
take
bring
a
it next-
picture and we'll share it.
Okay, that
All right.
sounds good.
Perfect. Or yes, bring it. So we have that coming up on Saturday, and then next week, our picks of the week for next week are Mother's Day gifts, and we have another A Moment in 10 coming
I
up.
love the moment in 10.
So the theme next
We
week.
need more of those.
We should pick up the pace.
Yeah.
With those. We should.
I
All right,
love them.
We'll try to pick up the pace. So we'll tell them the theme.
Yeah, tell them because I think people would like this stuff.
So the theme for next week's A Moment in 10. So A Moment in 10 is a collection of 10 images around a theme.
Mhm.
So it's junk drawers.
Who doesn't want to see a junk drawer?
Everybody has one.
Yep, everybody has one.
I have a couple.
I have one that used to be mine, but my husband took over. So now I don't have my own junk drawer and I'm jealous. So I want to take that back over.
Well, it was interesting too because we had everybody take pictures of their junk
Mhm.
drawers, and pretty much every junk drawer was filled with at least a few promo items.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun. So we'll have to get people to
Yeah.
take pictures of theirs and
Share them.
share
with
them and
us.
see. So that does it for this week. And we will be back next Thursday.
Although
same
you will be
time.
away.
I will be away, so we're not quite sure how you're going to be seeing us
Yeah.
next week, but I will probably be coming to you live from Daytona Beach.
Ooh, and a
So,
cheer competition.
yes, the NCAA cheer competition. My daughter will be
That's
down
so
there with her
exciting.
team, so we're going to go down and
Good
cheer
luck,
on
Emily.
Woo! BSU Bears.
Yes.
So that should be fun. I'm sure I will find some promo down there.
Yes, for sure.
For sure.
You'll come back with boatloads.
Yep. So yeah, and they get their like goodie bags before they go,
Oh,
and
I
they're
love
always
that.
filled with promo. So that'll be fun to see what she got this year.
Mhm.
So anyway, so that is it.
All
So thank you
right.
for joining us, and we will
Thanks,
see
everybody.
you next week.
Have a happy weekend.